everyone, it's Stephanie from Lindy Stitches. Welcome back to my channel. I am back! I have wanted to talk to you, my YouTube Flosstube audience, for what feels like so long. Such big things happened to me, and honestly, other than my family, you guys are the ones that I felt that I was so excited to interact with about, you know, what was happening in Nashville and what happened afterwards and how it went. It was kind of strange, but when you think about it, I have been interacting with you on YouTube for 4 years now. I think I'm coming up on 4 years. I could be wrong, but that's been a long time, and all of you have seen me from my first Flosstube video, from my releasing my first few designs that I kind of, I wanted to connect with you. I did try to do an Instagram live. I did one Instagram live video while I was in Nashville. I'm not very good at doing live. I'm not very good at, filling, just talking off the top of my head, and so once I run out of things to say on YouTube, I just hit the stop button. But then on live, you feel like it needs to be more than 2 minutes. I don't know. I'll just be honest, I thought it was a bit awkward on my end, but I gave it a whirl. Now I'm back. 2 weeks ago, I went to Nashville Needlework Market, which, if you don't know, I suppose there are some people out there that don't know. It's one of the biggest events in the needlework industry in the United States. It's held in Nashville. Tons of manufacturers come and designers come to exhibit at the same time. It's a wholesale show, so shop owners come and they are shopping for their shops. This was my first time exhibiting. You guys, all my wildest dreams came true. I don't even know what to say. It went so well that honestly, by the time I was alone in my hotel room at night, so really late at night, after really long days, I was just crying happy tears. And because there was no one else in the room, I was just really loud, happy tears. I mean, I just let it all out. And later on, I thought, you know, I wonder if my neighbors can hear me. They probably think I'm a bit loony. That's okay. I feel so blessed. I can't, so my minimum expectation was that I would make back my costs of going to the show. There's a big registration fee that covers, you know, staying in a really nice hotel for 4 nights, and it's not cheap to go, and it was not cheap to make all of the product that I was bringing. So I was just make your costs back was my #1 goal. And my room was so busy at points. It just went so well. My husband couldn't believe it. I gave him my passwords to be able to watch my transactions and stuff because he was really excited for me, and he was completely shocked at the things that happened in Nashville. I did really well, and I'm not bragging. Can you tell I'm a humble person. I am a stay-at-home mom who lives in Indiana, and I somehow just killed it at Nashville. But I want to say this, that I owe so many people so much thanks for how much they helped me. So when I say I killed it at Nashville, Lindy Stitches killed it at Nashville, and so many people helped Lindy Stitches along the way. So I am going to get into some thanks in a little bit, and I hope that you'll listen to them, because I want to brag on some people that have really, really helped me, and without which I could have been sitting in my room listening to the crickets chirp and like looking out the window like, where's everybody at? That could have happened to me. Who am I? Like, So I prepped for many months leading up to Nashville. I was getting designs ready. My peacock keeper, I think, got stitched last May. Lori, when did you stitch that? Like May or June? So I've been just kind of slating things into my Nashville lineup. The week up to Nashville was a lot of work, a lot of stress. If I didn't have a family and a house to take care of, it probably could have been not as much stress, but you know, when you're life. It's like life and then business, and then it's a lot of things to take care of. I did vlog a little bit leading up to Nashville and getting my room ready. It is not a professional vlog by any means. I am not comfortable vlogging. I'm not good at it. And so I will insert it in the end, but it's not a coherent storyline, and just enjoy it for what it is. It's a few sneak peeks into me getting ready and rambling about it. If you would like to watch that, it will be at the end. I don't know how to describe the experience of being there for 4 days, having shop owners come into my room and be excited about my products being good in their stores, being able to get advice from them and explaining to me how we could work better together, talking to other exhibitors and designers that I admire, and some special ones who have helped me so much, and just being able to eat meals with them and talk business if we want, not talk business if we don't feel like it. It's just, it was like summer camp, and someone laughed at me for saying that, but it really was. It was. It was like the best summer camp ever. I was living on adrenaline the entire time, getting very little sleep, and it was wonderful. I'd fall into bed completely exhausted at midnight and get up around 4 a.m. because our time change is different. I get up at 5 a.m. here, so I was getting up at 4 a.m. there. Getting up and like so excited and doing paperwork, and it was just so much fun. The biggest part I was worried about was selling myself and my products. But another side of Stephanie came out that I forgot existed. I used to wait tables at a restaurant that was kind of shared a parking lot with a movie theater. And when those movies let out on Friday and Saturday and Sunday night, we would get slammed really hard with lines of people. And I loved waiting tables in that high pressure environment of just like taking care of people and like getting them through and making sure they were happy. And that side of me like came out. I forgot it was even there. But the flow of my room and my transactions with people went really well. I'm just rambling. I realize that. I don't know what else to do than gush. Meeting so many Flosstubers that I have loved for so long was I got no words. It was awesome. Not awkward at all. It's just like, you already know them. And meeting them is just even better. I did have one major kerfluffle, and I've shared this already. I thought, I'm not going to tell anyone that I did this. I'm not going to tell anyone. I'm going to save face and not tell anyone. But I'm a normal person, and I make dumb mistakes. And in all my preparation and planning, I somehow, and I know how it happened, but when I look back, I think, how the heck did that happen? I left a tote of my models behind, including 3 of my new releases. So I was going to have this new release table, and I would have had 1 of my projects on it. 1. And what was I going to do? When I was in my Nashville room on Thursday night, after having driven and rearranged the room furniture, and I was starting to get into my boxes, and I realized that that was not there. I've never had a genuine panic attack before, but that was pretty bad. I was having a spaz attack. Called my husband completely beside myself, and I said, honey, look under the bed and tell me if this is there. Yep, it's there. I would have looked like a total moron. Let's admit it. I would have looked like a total doofus. So that night I did go to bed with a completely broken heart, not knowing what to do, thinking that my husband and I were going to have to drive and meet halfway, which would have meant 6 hours of driving for both of us, would have meant I had to spend most of Friday completely stressed out and running around trying to fix my mistake. In the morning, I realized that I had Trisha Rothoff's phone number from 3 Hour Threads, and that she lives in Michigan, and that she might be driving down by my house. I have never called Trisha on the phone. We are just Flosstube friends who comment on each other's videos. We have direct messaged a little bit, but I called her on the phone at like 7 o'clock in the morning. And Trisha met my husband and brought me my models before the show opened out of the kindness of her heart. And so she saved my face for me. I can't thank her enough. I can't. And I will never do that again. So feel free next year to message me and harass me about making sure I bring all my models. Okay. I suppose I could just keep rambling, but I do want to thank some people. Please listen. I want to thank Beth Twist, who has become a dear friend of mine, who even before last year's show offered to be an open book to me and has answered all of my questions. Even the questions that I have to preface with, okay, I know this is extremely personal and you don't have to answer if you don't want to. There are those types of questions, like when you're on the outside of something and you want to know how it works, and you want to know the potential, and you want to know, like, the nitty-gritty business stuff. Sometimes there are questions that you think, gosh, I'm never going to be able to ask somebody this because it's, like, so personal. Beth Twist has been so encouraging to me. Thank you, Beth. I love you, and like my husband just said this morning, thank God for Beth Twist. Because I had to send her yet another question of like, what? Thank you, Beth. Along the same lines, Kathy at Hands On Designs has answered many of my questions, and I'm thankful to her as well. Okay. This person doesn't want me to talk about her, but I'm going to do it anyway, because she knows sometimes I don't listen to her. Lois at Lady.Creates. Lois at Lady.Creates was doing things that were so generous and Lois at Lady she was doing things that were so generous that honestly my husband and I would scratch our heads and go, why is she doing that? Why is she doing that for you? And I don't know. I still don't know the answer other than that she is a really sweet and lovely and funny and generous person. And her partnering with me to create the Penelope's pincushion kit that we sold out at Nashville was just out of the kindness of her heart. And I am so grateful to Lois. She's one of those people that will just tell you straight up. I've had some ideas that turned out to be bad, and I would just call Lois and ask her, and she'd say, no, honey, that's a terrible idea. And she's just been such a great mentor and resource to me. I love you, Lois. Thank you. The spirit of this industry, for the most part, has been so kind. I know that nothing is perfect, but the fact that most of these people seem to go out of their way to help others is amazing, and I'm so glad to be included in that. So I owe a huge thanks, and I'm going to try not to get emotional about this, to my friend Nicole, who helped me in my room all weekend, including when I called her at 11:30. She was in bed, and I said, oh my gosh, my bottles, and can you come over here and help me set up the room so that if I have to drive 6 hours tomorrow, I don't have to worry about setting the room up. And she got out of bed and came up and helped me set the room up. She was there all weekend, and if you came into my room and met Nicole, you know how wonderful she is. She creates these instant connections with people. She's traveled a lot, and so she probably knows something about where you live and your LNS, and she was just so wonderful. Like, we had this wonderful synergy going between us, and I don't know Nicole all that well, but she just went she blew my mind. She went above and beyond, and she did everything with such class and style. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, Nicole. Okay, another person I want to thank is you, because I don't know that I would have had such a great market without my Flosstube friends. So many of you contacted your LNS owners or sent them my video with my market releases in it, or pre-ordered, and that got your shop owner to me. And so I got to meet that shop owner and create that connection that is invaluable. And I don't want to get all cheesy, but like, the connection between us is not something fake. What am I trying to say? Like, yeah, this is strange that I'm creating a video here in my room with my cat, you know, by myself on a rainy day, and I'm going to upload it to YouTube, and you're going to sit in your chair wherever you are, and you're going to watch it. That, I mean, it's a little strange. But I'm one human, and you're another human, and the things that we talk about are important to us, and I'm so honored and blessed that you would spend your time with me. And then you would go out of your way to say, oh, that thing she made, I want that. So thank you. I have to insert another thank you. I forgot to say thank you to Janine, who was... Okay, Janine at the Blue Flower. If you haven't seen her designs yet, I'm sure you actually have, because she was the belle of the ball at Market with her quilting bee design. Woo! I'm honored to be Janine's friend. We actually went through this first Market experience together, and so for the last few months we've been having Skype dates and co-panic sessions. No, Janine has been so encouraging to me, and she is one of the most sweet, generous, calming, approachable people you'll ever meet. I love Janine, so thanks, Janine, for just being my pal. I probably lost most of you with all the blathering. How about this? How about we talk haul? I love Market haul, and the reason I love watching people with big Market hauls, I'm just going to be honest, I like big Market hauls, and I like it because it shows you, it really introduces you to new designers. I have watched a couple Market hauls since I got home, and I saw things that I didn't see at Market. I was not able to get into every room by any means. I kind of just had to pick and choose and prioritize, and I wish I could have spent time in each room talking with people, but I just couldn't. And I didn't see everything that was even available at Market, and so every time I watch a Market haul, I see something that I've never even seen before, which is really fun. You guys know I'm not a huge buyer. I'm really not a huge buyer. And last Market I visited, and I came home with like 2 patterns and some lady dot trim. I think that's all I bought. Which, now looking back, I'm like, you're so pathetic. Here's my haul in my Gentle Arts tote. I can't wait to show you what's in here, because I was so excited and I didn't have a lot of time. So like, if I saw something and I liked it, I was like, I want it, I got it. I want it, I got it. You like my hair? Gee, thanks. Just bought it. Okay. So I'm going to show you what I got. First up, Teresa Koga. I saw this last year and regretted all year that I hadn't bought it. This is Best Ghoul Friends, and I think it's adorable. And how fun would it be to just pick your own colors for these dresses? This is me and my best ghoul friends, Evie and Kendall. Kendall, this would have to be you because she's short. Maybe I'll shorten her even more. Beth Twist. Speaking my language with the cat sampler. I love this. Wouldn't this be cute if you just like did this little strip and made it into like a hair ribbon? Is anyone else a child of the early 90s? And I had like hair ribbons with like Care Bears on them. Guess that was probably the 80s, because if I was young enough to wear a Care Bear ribbon, then isn't it? Did anyone else have pattern hair ribbons? Anyway, really cute. And there is a cat in this window, and he has French knot eyes, and he looks so funky and wonderful. Stitch or Die. I love this. Dwarves. Heartstring samplery. Okay, this was on my market must-buy list, and it is by Samplers Revisited. It's called House and Hound. And I don't know if you can see, but there's this wonderful funky dog on the lawn, and then these stripes, the yellow and the dark green, are all specialty stitches. I can't tell from this picture what kind, but I just thought that was really cute. And guess what? We might be getting a dog soon. Stay tuned. Okay. Kathy Barrick is a genius, as we all know. I don't remember seeing this one before, but she had all the models in her room, and this was so darling. You know, I can't resist a funky bird, and this funky bird speaks my language. It's called Arithmetic Book. Okay, this was my favorite market purchase. By Samplers Not Forgotten. This is the Bouquet 1813 kit. And I think she sold out of these, but I don't know if it was an exclusive or not. I kind of don't think so, but this is so pretty. This is taken from a bigger sampler that she released, and I wanted that pretty bad, but I know the chances of me getting to stitch it are pretty slim. This is just a little selection of it. I'll put a picture of the bigger piece right here. Isn't that so pretty? I don't know what it is. The colors? Something. Kill me. And this ribbon? Really, really pretty. So you get the linen and the threads and the backing, and I'm assuming you get the ribbon. Really pretty. I really want to do this. I love my bag of stuff. Olivia, I got Cooper because I love him too, and I want to do them. Beautiful by Kathy Barrick. Okay, so one of my favorite people that I met for the first time at market and got to hang out with a bit was Rebecca Noland of Lucy Beam. Have you seen her work? Because if you like traditional with a little bit of funk, you're going to love her patterns, and you need to go check her out ASAP. But Becky is one of these people that I just felt an instant connection with her. I don't know if she felt an instant connection with me, but She's funny, she's humble, she's super personable, easy to talk to, has a very interesting life story, is very open, and I fell in love with her. I love her work, and I hope that you'll go check her out. She gave me all of these, and then she wouldn't let me pay for them. So, I have to show them to you. She's been in a primitive punch needle and primitive. I can never get the title right. Punch needle and primitive stitcher magazine quite frequently as of late, so you might know her work. If you don't recognize her name, I bet you'll go look and say, "Oh yeah, that wonderful person. Look at this. Witchy Mother." Is this not hilarious? Mother. Mom, if you're watching this, I don't feel any connection to this pattern. I just think it's funny. Floral bag. They're funky and whimsical, and I stinking love everything she does. Rooster. I've admired this one for so long. I'm so glad that I have it because I'm definitely going to stitch it. Happy birthday, let me eat cake. This is going to be so fun. And to pick your own floss colors. Yes, thank you. One-Eyed Jack. Shamrock bunnies. Like, look at the bunny. They have pink eyes. They're just so funny. That's Lucy Beam. Becky Noland. She's also doing a lot of classes, so if she's doing a class near you, you need to take it. Okay, so overall, yes, this was my favorite thing with the sampler, but I didn't buy the sampler. I just bought the kit. My favorite thing. Okay, my favorite group of things was the things that the Scarlet House put out this year. I got this small, but everything she put out was awesome. She had the 2 dog samplers, the bigger one with the poem. I'm not being very eloquent, but go check out the Scarlet House. I think she hit it out of the park across the board. This is Morning Walk. Adorable. I love this finish with the rickrack and the pins. I've never done that before, and so that is on my list of things to check out. I think it looks really adorable. In addition to that, I got to play around with Picture This Plus fabric. There's a lot of fabric dyers at market. It's a little bit overwhelming. I kind of wish I would have prepared a little bit because I do have some projects in the works that I could have brought floss rings for and kind of been a little more prepared, but honestly, to remember all the details and then to like think about the future is a little much. So I put in an order with Marilyn. For the most part, I've been charting with Picture This Plus fabric. If it's not a generic, if it's a hand-dyed, I've stuck with Picture This Plus. The reason I have is because, number one, I love her fabric. Number two, Marilyn has been the sweetest and kindest person to work with. She answers her emails right away. She just works really well. Like, she's really nice. And so I haven't really branched out from Marilyn, and I don't plan to do a bunch of branching out. However, Weeks Dye Works sent me home with these. And so, I love these colors. Although they all look fall, don't they? They all look a little bit muted. This one is Cappuccino. I decided that I'm going to go ahead and show fabric. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I've always thought it's a little bit boring when people show fabric. However, I was designing a pattern at one point and someone showed a bunch of Picture This Plus fabric, and I don't have a catalog, right? And so I'm still, just like you, at some points, guessing off of the website of what I want. Someone showed a fabric and it was like, that's what I need. And it worked and it was awesome. And so I'm gonna flip through the fabric because maybe that will happen for you. This is Cappuccino. It's a 35 count. These are coming up. The color is correct. This is Corn Silk. A really pale corn color. This one gets used quite with other people, I noticed. Tin Roof. It kind of looks like a burlap color. And then this one is called Dove. This one reminds me of Picture This Plus Tarnish. It's that green-gray color. Only this one is more on the green side than the blue side, like Tarnish is. Gorgeous. And this is what I need from every fabric dyer. Weeks Dye Works gave me one of these. And this to me is invaluable. Really, really invaluable. I need to see the I need to see things. And this is, I think, every color but one. And I'm so glad to have this. I wish I had this for Picture This Plus too. That is my haul, other than one skein of Silk Mori from Krennic. In my favorite color. So I'm bursting with ideas and inspiration. I come home, and this was my favorite part. I forgot to thank the most important person. He doesn't watch my videos, but it's necessary. I need to thank my husband. I call him my big BM. Stands for Business Manager. He's been my #1 encourager and cheerleader, and he's so supported me in any and every way that I needed, and I love him so much. When I came home and opened up the front door and stepped into the living room, he and my 3 children were standing like this. And the TV started to play some random dude on YouTube playing Hail the Conqueror on a trumpet. It was the funniest and most wonderful thing ever. And then the real work began, because I came home having sold out of many things, and I had probably 40 orders to fill that had happened at Nashville for things I was out of, and I felt like the clock was ticking. I gave myself no rest. I I worked really hard to get everything out as quickly as I possibly could, because I know shop owners are waiting to have their like Nashville parties and people are waiting to go get their things, and I don't want them waiting on me. So I worked really hard that week, and then I had given my signature to Hoffman to be distributed by them, which was another huge milestone for me. So yes, I'm signed up with Hoffman now, and they gave me a purchase order that blew me away. So I was this close to finishing all of my Nashville orders, and I opened the email from Hoffman of how many copies that they wanted of my patterns, and I was like, what? No, I was like, okay, time to work. Time to keep working. In the meantime, I had developed, 2 days after I got home, I developed a ear infection that set me coughing and sleeping on the couch because I didn't want to bother my business manager. So yeah, today is March 15th, and I'm just now starting to feel a little bit of the normalcy kick back in. I was able to put away, I had boxes everywhere, and constantly going to the post office. In the meantime, I need to take care of my family, and so I have been working like a dog since I came home, and I'm so thankful. I mean, what a way to come home. It's wonderful, and I'm so thankful, but I'm also thankful that I can sit and talk to you guys, and later on I might be able to cross stitch. Yeah, I feel, I feel really blessed. And, thanks for coming along with me. And, yeah. Alright, I'm going to end this here, and if you would like to stick around and watch my vlog, you may. And at the end, I will put a few photos of that I took at market and different things, a conglomeration. Welcome to my conglomeration from market. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I think next I'm going to record a whip update since it's been a long time. Thanks for hanging with me. Bye, friends. Hi guys, so today is Tuesday. It's Monday. It's totally Monday. And my daughter is in getting her teeth cleaned, and I'm waiting for her. This morning I woke up and felt very panicky, and it's the combination of Nashville, and I have a lot of big life changes coming seemingly out of nowhere. I probably should have anticipated them, but I didn't. We're making big school decisions for our children. Probably sending my oldest to high school. So today we had a meeting with a guidance counselor, and possibly sending the younger two as well to public school. We have been homeschooling for, well, my daughter will be a sophomore this coming year, so we've homeschooled for 10 years, and it's a weird thought that my life is going to change so much in the fall. It was all really rapidly developed within the last few weeks, and so it's been hard to process it all. So we had the meeting today with the guidance counselor, and I feel a lot better about that, and now I feel a lot more calm. So I'm thinking that most of the panic had to do with the kids' situation and making choices for them, and not so much Nashville. I'm getting quite a few pre-orders today, and hopefully we'll continue to get pre-orders through when the market starts. It's been nice to get the pre-orders because I can see what is the most popular and what people are most interested in. However, it's still such a guessing game for me trying to think about how much product to bring with me. I quickly called my printer because I think I'm pretty sure I'm going to run out of at least the copies that I planned for the Bunny Lace Trio are like almost all reserved, and so I need some more. Yeah, I'm trying to remind myself that this is my first time, and the numbers those are a guessing game for everyone that goes, and so I'm not going to beat myself up if I get the numbers wrong. But on the other hand, I don't want to be overestimating and bringing 300 copies of something that's just going to sit there. So, yeah, I'm excited, and hopefully that will be the last chart folding session that I have to do, unless something crazy happens in the next couple days, which that would be a good crazy problem to have. So I won't pin all of my hopes on that, but really excited. Try not to get nervous. The most nerve-wracking part of this was definitely sending out my email to all the shops that are attending, along with my video that most of you saw. That was really nerve-wracking, and it was surprising to me. I had it all prepped and ready to go. All I had to do was wake up that morning and hit send, but I got super nervous because it was like, okay, here's all my cards on the table. What do you think? So it was hard, and now looking back, I released that on February 9th, and that is the date that my big BM picked. So I went with it. There's, like, the shops, I've read feedback from previous Nashville shows. The shops have an opportunity to provide feedback about what they thought, and there are shops that, I won't say complain, but request that, information be sent out as soon as possible so that they can take pre-orders, which I totally get. They want time to gauge interest too, so that they aren't wasting their time and money. But on the other hand, I think next year I'm going to wait at least another week before, well, if I do it next year, I think I'm going to wait at least another week to put my cards on the table, because I think I did it too early. I think that because you've seen my products for the last few weeks, they feel older when you have seen other people's products for the first time recently. So those products to you, and even to me, feel newer and more exciting because you're just now seeing them, but you've seen mine 22 times. Does that make sense? So I think I'm going to wait a little bit longer next time. To be completely honest, I'm totally burnt out on needlework. I know that I'll be inspired and rejuvenated once I get to the market. I felt very inspired and very creative last year when I came home, and I created some great designs right after market last year, just because I was so excited, and so I'm hoping that happens again, because I'm completely burnt out. I was thinking, you know, I should have a little project that I can start. I've heard Sunday is pretty slow, and so I might have some time to just sit around and stitch. I should start something, and like the thought of even starting something makes me want to go jump in a river. But yeah, I'm burnt out. My days are very full before market. This whole week is full. In fact, one of my daughters woke up this morning and was like, I can't hear out of one of my ears, and I haven't been able to hear out of it for a few days, and it kind of hurts. Can I go to the doctor? And I was like, sure. That's a great reason to go to the doctor. Let me schedule that in. I'm fully expecting, like, somebody will probably break their glasses, or the car will have some sort of weird car trouble, or an appliance will break that definitely needs replacing before I leave, because that is just how life works. So I'm just gonna ride the wave and hope that I can have my car packed and pull out of the driveway by the time I leave. It's hard as a mother leaving for that long, because they're gonna miss me when I'm gone. They're gonna miss me, and I'm trying to like do the best I can to make it a pleasant experience that I have left. So I'm planning meals, I'm writing a schedule of who needs to be where, and hopefully they will just thrive, and I won't come home and my husband will say, yeah, you can't ever leave that long ever again. Yeah. So that's my update for today. I hope you are enjoying these random talky talks. Catch you next time. Hey everybody, it's Tuesday for real this time. I'm tired. My brain lets me fall asleep, but keeps waking me up at times that I really don't want to wake up, to ruminate and to think and to be excited. And like 3 o'clock in the morning is no time to wake up and be excited. So consistently getting not enough sleep is starting to mentally wear me down a bit. And if I don't just keep going, I become a zombie. So I just got to keep going. Today I folded a whole bunch of charts, took people hither and thither, and I'm still not done taking people hither and thither, but I thought I would film a little bit this afternoon to give you an update. Oh. Vlogger language. Okay. I want to show you 3 special things that I was sent for display in my room. Every room has a really ugly piece of art in it, and it's pretty big, that goes over the couch, and most people try to cover it up. I don't know that they're all the same, but I think they're like bright orange, which is not a Lindy Stitches approved color. So I am planning on, you can't take it down, you have to leave it up. But I'm planning on wrapping it in some spring wallpaper very gently, and then somehow attaching a little clothesline, a little piece of twine to the wall, and hanging up these special pieces that Stitcher sent to me for display. So I just thought I would show them to you because they're beautiful and lovely, and I think it's interesting how this one in particular is different than mine. This is Macy's work, And Macy did her piece in all of the called for colors. I love this. I think this one even turned out better than mine. Look at mine. So here's mine. And yeah, it's wonderful. This is Picture This plus Shale. But then here's Macy's. Look at her fabric is not quite, but it's almost like a whole different color. Look at that. Same count, same everything. Also, I like the striping on her horse. I kind of went, I was trying not to stripe the horse. So my striping is kind of here and there. But I really like the consistent striping on the horse. I don't know. This is Ride Forth Singing. Thank you so much, Macy, for allowing me to take your piece to Nashville. The next piece is I Forget the Rest by Linda. And this one looks pretty similar to mine, so I didn't drag mine out to do a comparison. But that's also the called for colors. I love this. This is one floss, and you just go back and forth, and it creates those stripes. But this is one of my favorite pieces, and I'll just be honest and say it's not one of my best sellers, but I still love it. I Forget the Rest. We were together, I Forget the Rest. I just kept on consistently talking for 10 minutes and didn't even notice that I wasn't recording. The last piece I have to show to you is Birds to the Boughs, and you've seen this one already if you're familiar with Barbie at Pedal Pusher. This is her Birds to the Boughs. Barbie changed the fabric. She also changed a few of the floss colors to make it even more vibrant than what I charted. But look how gorgeous that is. So pretty. I love it. Thank you, Barbie. So yes, thank you ladies so much for entrusting me with your very precious works of art. I am always nervous about sending finished needlework through the mail because I'm paranoid and I know how much work went into these, so I'm treating your children very well, and they will fly back to you safely, I'm sure. Last thing I wanted to show you is just a display item that I found for my booth, and I love this thing. I found it at a garage sale. You've probably already seen it on my images for A Mother's Heart, but yeah. I found this at a garage sale for $8, and it's so heavy and so creepy and wonderful. I bought it and I just came home and like clunked it on one of my little display tables, or you know, like card games and stuff in it, but there was nothing on top, so I just left. And all the kids and my husband were like, "What is that? That's weird. Why did you buy that?" But I think it's wonderful. And if you're familiar with the circle game, you can just pick it up and then walk around like this. See how that works? Okay, back to packing. Bye. Hey everyone, it's Wednesday, and guess what I'm waiting on? I'm waiting for a call from my printer because I had to order more bunnies. So I have probably 225-ish, not all bunnies, some other stuff that I needed extra of. 225-ish more charts to pack tonight. And it's not like I have just a quiet evening at home planned. We have things to do. We have to go to church. I have to do sign language interpreting. So hopefully I have enough brain power for that. And then I guess I'm coming home and packing charts, which is fine. It's fine. That's a wonderful problem to have, but I have been very helter-skelter. I had to do all the random stuff today, like filling up the car with gas and getting petty cash, checking out a hotspot from the library, like all the little stuff that you run around doing. Trying to make sure my shipping game is on point so that if I come home, I have everything that I need if I need to ship when I get home. Doing laundry, making sure my family has meals to eat, and homeschooling. I did a homeschool day today too, so it's been a little bit crazy. Last night, probably got 3 hours of sleep. I just have such issues. My mind just, when I'm in situations like this, here's what it is. If there's like if I feel like a ton of pressure to get sleep, I won't sleep, which doesn't make any sense, but I don't really know how to flip that switch off in my brain. So I'm really excited. I'm having a hard time, like, not being excited, having a hard time relaxing. Like, I know how to relax, but I lay down, and the minute I remember that I'm doing this, like, my whole nervous system goes, whee! And I'm awake again. So, it's fine. It's fine. I know how to operate on very little sleep. It'll be fine. Last night spent a good hour writing up not an hour, a good chunk of time writing up my invoices for the shops who have put pre-orders in with me, which took longer than I thought it would. Like, everything takes longer than I think it's going to. So I'm going to have bags made up by the time early bird shopping happens on Friday night for all of these shops. So thankful. The pre-orders have been very helpful for me as a first-timer. Super helpful in gauging interest and knowing, kind of being able to guess a little bit better how much product to bring, although I'm still guessing, let's be honest. I sold out of a product already. I won't tell you what it is. I don't know why I won't tell you, but I won't tell you. Yeah, I'm so excited. That's all I have to say. I'm so excited. I'm excited to meet a ton of new people. I'm excited to be with some people who have helped me so much through the last year since last market, some of my mentors and advice givers. I just want to thank them in person and express my gratitude toward them and hang out and have fun and meet. I think there's around six or seven, I made a list, of Flosstubers who are going to be there, and I'm very excited to meet them. I haven't been to a retreat or anything, and so I have yet to meet, other than Beth Twist. I guess she's a Flosstuber, and I got to meet her last year. And Teresa Kitten Stitcher, also a Flosstuber, met her last year. But other than that, I haven't met a lot of people that I've been interacting with for like 4 years now. So that's definitely going to be one of the highlights for me. I'm really looking forward to that. So I guess since I won't have an opportunity to upload this, like, I guess I'll sign off for this part 1 of pre-market blog before the market. Wish me luck. I hope to be able to do a little bit of Instagram live, maybe. we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I'm flying by the seat of my pants. Flying by the seat of my pants all the way to Nashville, Tennessee. So, this is me signing off. Wish me luck. Bye, guys. My packing assistant. Hi. I'm in Nashville. So, it is 7:30 Nashville time, 8:30 my time, and I feel very brain dead. So my drive went really, really well, and I'm very thankful for safe travels, very thankful for a husband who likes to fit things together like a Tetris game. So this morning he loaded up my van so efficiently that I could have brought a lot more stuff, but I didn't really need to, so that was nice. Left where it was snowing and brown and got here where it is pleasantly cold and the birds are singing and the daffodils are blooming, so that's lovely. I'd like to show you my room so that you can see my starting point. I've heard plenty of people complain about the lightings in these rooms, and they're not kidding. It is as shady as a troll's armpit in here. So let me turn you around and show you my hotel room. So here's my room. And it's a mess. There is stuff everywhere, but as you can see, like, that is the main light. Wow, it's really dark in here. There's also more furniture than I was expecting. I was not expecting that big desk to be there. But it's fine, we can work with it. I had a very, very kind front desk boy load all of my stuff. He took 3 trips, and he got my whole van unloaded for me. It was amazing, and I tipped him very generously because that was the part I was really not looking forward to. So, yeah, this is my display room. So, I'm going to be working on, I'm hoping I can, by myself, drag that chase into the bedroom and then see where we can go from there. I feel very overstimulated and overwhelmed, but it's all going to be fine. So the rest of the place just looks like the typical hotel room. Bedroom and bathroom. You really didn't need to see that, did you? So I'll show you what the hotel looks like, but it is loud out there, so I'll end the clip and then I'll just show you the atrium where you can see everyone's business signs, and a lot of ladies chatting merrily along. So I moved my Chase lounge. It was very easy. And underneath, I found this. Merry Christmas, ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas and to all a good night. To Caroline from Lisa. It's a present that looked like it got started being opened, but now it's not opened. I really want to open Caroline's Christmas present. But I guess I'll just take it to the front desk. So I just moved this extremely heavy couch that weighs approximately 500 pounds over here, and then I didn't like it, so I moved it back. I think this is gonna be good. However, I unscrewed
this TV table has the TV bolted to the top. I unscrewed it from the wall and pushed it in here. I don't know if that's illegal or not. Also, I have a serious over furniture problem in the bedroom.